Welcome to Ying's Kitchen. The weather started getting cold. It's really time for soup. That's why today I'm going to show you how to make egg drop soup. In fact, it's a tomato egg drop soup. It's my hometown version. We're going to add a little bit of tomato to add a little tangy and also the color to our soup. It's just delicious and beautiful. Very appetizing. So first I'm going to tell you what I'm going to use today. I'm going to use 1 can of chicken broth and also a little bit of black pepper, tomatoes, cornstarch. We're going to use this mixed with cold water to thicken our soup, and also 1 egg, large egg, and also some green onions and sesame oil to add a little bit of flavor to the soup. It's just delicious. So first, let's add our broth to the pot. So we're going to use any kind of cookware with a lid. So we just add add broth to the pot. Then we're going to bring to a boil. And then before we do that, we're going to add some pepper, black pepper, and tomatoes. Then we're going to put a lid on the pot, then we're going to heat it. So now we're waiting for the soup to boil. I'm going to show you to get the rest of the ingredients ready. One of them is the cornstarch. Like I said earlier, cornstarch we're going to use to thicken the soup. You know, in some of the restaurants, they make the soup so thick, it's like gravy. I don't know about you. I don't want that kind of soup. You know, that's not how I eat my soup. I'm just going to add a little bit of cornstarch, just to thicken a little bit, and still tastes delicious. And then we're going to add 1 large egg. So I'm just going to add the cold water to the cornstarch, or you can use add cornstarch to the cold water. It doesn't really matter. We just want to dilute it. So when we add cornstarch to the soup, it won't become big lump. So I'm just going to add I like to use the measure cup just because it's easy to pour. So just stir very well, mix. So before you use it, you want to stir again so the starch is not sit on the bottom of the measure cup. So the next thing is we're going to beat this egg. Then we're going to beat it. You don't have to use chopsticks. You can use anything you're comfortable with, okay? Fork or beater, whatever. So Chinese people use chopsticks for everything. That's why I'm using chopsticks. So it's easy, and also I don't have to wash another thing. And so we'll just wait until the broth boils, and then we're going to add our starch. And then when we'll cook it again to bring the broth to a boil again. Then we'll add eggs, beaten eggs. After that, we just need to add some green onions and sesame oil. Voila! Delicious soup. It's very simple. I'm sure you can do it. Now our broth is boiling. So it's time to add our starch. Like I said, we want to stir the starch again before we drop to the soup, and you use either a spoon or fork or something to stir the broth so the starch get into the pot won't become big lump. So now we're going to add our lid back on again to bring it back to a boil. So now you see it's boiled again, and then we're going to add our egg, beaten egg. So I normally use a chopstick and just to stir the broth again while we'll drop the egg. See this beautiful egg? I have people saying a lot of times they feel like the eggs become big lump or hard lump because you cook too long. That's why. So now it's boiling again. We'll just turn off the heat. And then we're going to add green onions Look at this beautiful color. And then we're going to add some sesame oil. You don't have to add a lot, just a little bit. It adds really nice, delicious flavor. So now we're going to ladle this soup into a big bowl. This cold weather, or if you have a cold, this is excellent soup to have. Make you feel better, warm your heart. So this is just delicious and smells so good. The sesame oil adds such a beautiful, delicious flavor. Let me have a taste. Trust me, it's so delicious. And I can guarantee you, you'll say, this is even better than the restaurant.